welcome back. So you may have seen the video for creating thumbnails with GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program, and you may have seen the thumbnail. But I haven't created that thumbnail yet, and we aren't going to use GIMP to create that thumbnail. We'll use Inkscape. So let's go ahead and load that up. And you have a bunch of different items. I'm going to use this video template, and I'm going to just do a HD video template. That will just give me the correct size, I believe, for this thumbnail. So if we look at the document properties, you'll see that the width is 1920 and the height is 1080, which is the 16:9 that is used by the thumbnails. Let's go ahead. Well, should we give it a border? Yeah, let's go see what color we want to make as the border. Let's go with yeah, we'll go with something like that for the border. And then for the actual page, let's find something else. And I'm just randomly clicking on colors until I find something. I've used dark purple, I've used pink, I've used a pale blue. Yeah, we'll go with that green, and we'll go with, yeah, more opaque. I don't know how opaqueness would affect the thumbnail, but we'll go with that. So that's what we'll go with. And that's the basic format of what we have. And some of the elements we put in there, I put into a file, another Debian file, as you can see here. What I'm going to do is first take, this is the thumbnail that I made with GIMP. Copy that. Go over to the new document, and we'll paste that, and we'll put that, yeah, we'll put that in that corner. And that's, for right now, that seems like a good size. And go ahead, and then we made this with GIMP, and we'll go ahead and paste that, and we'll probably resize that too. Of course, my logo, and again, we'll probably resize that. The last element, last element that we're going to use is this arrow, and just some arrow I found. Yeah, that's not really standing out on that green. Maybe there. We'll go with yellow. So now for the arrow, I can go ahead and stretch it out, but it's not really keeping its ratio. And basically we want to show that GIMP made that thumbnail. So want to rescale this thumbnail. Okay, so we'll go ahead and click there. We're going to lock the size, so now it will scale evenly. That's there. And here we can go over and, okay, transform. Yeah, it's taking me a little bit to find all the actual items. So we're going to rotate it that way. And we'll go 12. Yeah, that seems like a good rotation then. Then we'll take the GIMP logo. Now I want that more to be going from here to there. So rotate that 22. That's a little much. And we'll go with 18. Okay, so that's each time. It's not a static. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave it at that. And that sort of also hints at the Debian bookworm. Leave it there. And all we need to do is then file, export, keeping the ratio, keeping the page, and going to save it to that same directory. Okay, so it's going to go into the GIMP as thumbnail. That's thumbnail PNG. Yep, that looks good. And let's go take a look at it. Okay, so that's the file. We'll open up with image viewer. And that looks good for me. Go back over here and we'll actually need to save this as a file. So this is going to go into Inkscape and this is going to call we'll call it template. And I'll tell you why. So now we have this, what I'm calling a template. And we'll keep the color and we'll get rid of this. And we will actually import the thumbnail we just made. And that's fine. We'll leave that like that. Okay, so we have this thumbnail. And we'll resize that. And we won't be using this with GIMP. We'll be showing that we made this with Inkscape. So we'll go grab that Inkscape logo. And we'll throw that in. Again, making it a little bigger. And we'll need to sort of make that stand out a little bit. So let's put a box behind it. Make that box. No, we'll make that box yellow. And we'll make that red. And then we are going to flip horizontally. Okay, so I want this to be above the yellow. And every program's a little different, and I forgot how to do it in Inkscape. Okay, everything's on one layer, so I think that's part of my issue. So the easiest thing to do is, instead of having you watch me screw around, is just re-import the thumbnail. And we'll resize it again, and it will be in the yellow. We'll put that there. Maybe rotate this. Okay, gonna move my logo, gonna move that. And now we're showing that we created a thumbnail in Inkscape, and that is actually probably the thumbnail that you just clicked on to watch this video. So let me go ahead and save that. I'm gonna save it as Inkscape thumbnail, export it, and we're gonna make sure we export it to the correct folder. Okay, we're gonna export it to the Inkscape folder and go ahead and save it. Now I have the two thumbnails, one for that other video and one for the video you just watched. So with Inkscape, I'm able to make quicker changes where I can move things around. With GIMP, it's a little harder to do, and with working with vector graphics, like this logo is actually a vector graphic. This arrow is a vector graphic. These are raster images. The box is a vector graphic. So it has the ability to do multiple things. If there's content like this that you want, or other tools that to make videos and other resources for YouTube, go ahead and leave that in the comments. And if you do continue to like this information, go ahead and subscribe and have a great